The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life.
Lots of consoles.
If the Ket maintain logs, we may be able to access them from here. Once we are in, I can perform a search to locate relevant data. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Logs on Angara First Contact isolated, Pathfinder.
Wow, sounds like some of the first Angara the Ket found were coerced into working with them. We should show this to Ari Vestchek.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
This is how we get into the Ket Command Center.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support at 100%. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
The Archon's not the Ket's supreme leader. There's more like him, all over Andromeda.
Gathering the genetic information of other races and transmitting it back.
Promise. Communication orders require explanation. Archon commands a block of all transmissions of Angara data to the Empire. It is a breach of protocol.
Wait, is the Archon going off book?
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Communications. Only Archon is aware of shifting situation in Helios. If Archon's opinion is that protocols are not to our benefit, accept his wisdom. He is the Senate's voice in Helios and must be obeyed.
Someone's repeating the party line.
It sounds like the Ket are starting to question what the Archon's doing. If this continues, it might be good for all of us.
There is likely nothing to be done, but conflicts between factions seldom resolve quietly.
Then we'll just have to keep an ear to the ground for now. With luck, something will happen.
Life support is back online.
That's Techix, according to my map.
Where are my colleagues? You have the map?
You mean the one you wanted to sell on Kadara?
How did... Astra. She grew a conscience again, didn't she? Girl's not cut out for this work. For what it's worth, I've been talking to these people. They have it rougher than I thought. To be honest, I don't know if I would have gone through with it. Well, go ahead. Do what you need to do.
He tried to steal from your people, Jal. You decide.
Report to the Resistance. If you want to scavenge, you'll do it for your people.
Really?
What he did is terrible. But he snuck his ship past the Ket, and that takes skill. Time to put it to use.
I don't suppose I have a say in this. Fine, I'll play it your way. Stars, do I regret asking you for help?
Shipment coming.
I've entered the destruction of the Ket on Vold into my records, so we remember. But did you find anything of note in the Ket databases? Anything about the start of their invasion?
This might be of interest.
This can't be right. It says some Angara volunteered information to the Ket. Is this how they found out about our abilities? Could this be why they exalt us?
Can you blame them? In a fight for survival, ideals are often set aside.
I'd like to think I would never fall that far. We're all heroes until called to prove it. I can't include this in our history, Ryder. We can't be remembered like this. The conflict with the Ket will continue for years. We need hope, not crushing truths.
I agree. Even if this is the truth, spreading it won't do much good.
I will save this data. Perhaps one day we can offer this perspective. But right now, my people can't know that some of us gave in. They need to believe we fought. Thank you, Ryder. I will never forget your service to the Angara.
Pretty sure the AI rulebook doesn't insist the Pathfinder always gets to drive.
Ket! On the bridge!
Where there's Ket, there's trouble. We have to deal with this.
The camp ahead contains Ket life forms, Pathfinder. This site is viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further. Confirmed.
Congratulations, Pathfinder. This was a real challenge, and badly needed.
Hello again, Director. How close are you keeping tabs on me anyway?
As close as you'd expect when you're inserting us into local concerns. Real talk, Pathfinder? I, as Governor Shai, is already up my arse about this outpost. If local Angara weren't on board, we'd have a problem. We are good, right? As much as you've brought us, we can't afford to anger the neighbors.
Procedure was followed, as I invented it. Don't worry, we were invited.
Good. We need every drop of viability, especially after this Ket facility. Vold helps. Cold as it is, it changes estimates in our favor, but the initiative needs you to find more. We're never really done, of course. Survival isn't something that just ends. Time for the uncomfortable bit, Pathfinder. The flag waving.
I'm supposed to summarize Vold?
As much as anyone can.
Vold is a hard world, but it's not without life. It has history, people. It was worth fighting for. We're not walking into the unknown. We're joining something. And that is better than we hoped for.
Recorded, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Pleasure to meet you, Pathfinder. Priya Blake, Captain of Outpost Taravuni. I'm glad you're here. I thought we'd have to deal with this on our own.
What's the problem? Is it the Ket?
No, at least I don't think so. A few of my drill technicians went missing on a research expedition west of here. We've tried their comms, but get nothing but static.
Whatever happened, they're not safe out there. We need to find them.
We're not equipped for a full search, especially into dangerous territory. I don't know what to do. I was supposed to keep these people safe. I've already failed them.
Don't lose hope. I'll find your people.
Coming from you, I believe it. Their research log is in the lab. Maybe your AI can piece together the corrupted data and get a nav point.
We're staking a claim, but what does the initiative want with Vold?
Look at the landscape. What do you see?
Ice? A lot of ice?
Water. Vold is a massive, endless source of it. We're proud to serve as the initiative's first ice runners. We mine the ice here and haul it to colonies where water is scarce.
Like Eos.
Even the Nexus. The more people we wake from cryo, the more resources we'll need. Our ice runners make sure water is never a problem.
You picked a mouthful of a name for the outpost.
It's Shalesh. Angaran language means forward together. It represents the close relationship we have with the Angara here on Vold.
Glad to hear you're working together.
This is their world. Because of you, they trusted us enough to give us a place in it. Now it's my job to cement that bond. We'll do our best to earn what they've given us.
Were you in the Alliance too?
I was an Alliance officer for a decade before I got sick of being a pawn in the Council's power plays. Heard about the initiative and figured it'd be a fresh start. A chance to make a real difference.
You ever miss the Alliance?
Given the chance, I'd make this choice all over again. But when I see the Resistance push against the Ket, makes me wonder if my days behind a gun aren't really over.
I have to say, I'm surprised the Angara let us put an outpost here.
A portion of the ice we mine goes to their blockade runners, who take it to resistance bases all over the cluster.
Water for their soldiers.
It feels good to do our part against the Ket, however small.
I should head out.
Come back if you need anything.
Okay, I got one for you. Here to Eladon, 3 hours, 42 minutes.
Cute.
Don't tell me.
3 hours, 18 minutes. So I get to meet the Pathfinder responsible for making this place happen. I'm Lizanna Telesso. Because of you, I have the best job in the galaxy.
Which is...
I'm an ice runner. I get to dodge the Scourge and outrun the Ket to bring water to the colonies. Doesn't get more exciting than that.
Facing danger to make everyone's life better. No wonder you love it.
When you put it that way. Your job isn't too different.
How did you get into this job?
I was a pilot for the Citadel fleet, until I got bored and wanted something new. The initiative sounded right up my alley. I was one of the first to sign up.
But how do you end up at this outpost?
I asked. Marched into Priya's office and told her I was the best pilot she'd get. Said I didn't care if the outpost was mostly ex-Alliance. I wanted in. I've been giving her trouble ever since.
So you mine the ice as a water source. Smart.
I fly ice blocks to the Nexus. EOS. Even made a run to Havarl for the Angara. Speaking of which, sounded like there was trouble brewing when I landed. The Angara were on edge. Maybe you should check it out.
I've flown through the Scourge before. It's not easy.
That's half the fun. I get to change my routes to avoid it, like I'm outsmarting it. I've had a few close calls where it shorted my nav system. Once, I flew blind all the way to the Nexus.
There's no way you pulled that off.
There's a reason I was the Citadel's best pilot.
Take it easy.
No fun in that.